I'm here. I'm here. I know I'm late, but I'm here. Oh my God, I was on my phone and I was like, all right, I got a few minutes, I can text a little bit. Oh my God. And I realized I didn't have things set up and I was like, oh crap. Unprofessional of me. I'm sorry. Very unprofessional. I need to catch my breath a little bit. On the bright side, I did come prepared this time. As you guys know, I do drink a lot of water. So I brought 2 cups this time. Because, like my voice dies after like 50 minutes and the water's gone. So the water's gone, man. So, all right, guys, to everyone, before I get started, I'm Wolfie. And to everyone who sees this, please sub if you like the content. If you're just joining in now, like the video, of course, or the live. It helps out the channel a lot. And again, I go live every single day, man. So, yeah, let's go ahead and rock it. Let's let me get my chat up real quick, just in case. I don't want to miss anything. Chat's been weird as of late, so if I miss your comment, I do apologize. I've noticed that sometimes my chat here will, there'll be text on my StreamYard, but then on my live chat where I'm seeing everything, it won't show up sometimes. So I do apologize if I miss your comment. But anyway, let's get back to the bread and butter. Let's get to the meat, all right, of why we're here. Let's go ahead and first talk about the game last night before we start talking about the 49ers. Now, after we get done talking about the game, we're talking about the 49ers. Then after that, we'll go ahead and look at the NFL Week 2 power rankings and then make our Super Bowl predictions and then talk about Kendrick being at the Super Bowl. Not like a long conversation, but just like my opinion on it real quick. And then, we'll get to that. So let's go ahead and jump into the 49ers. Sorry, the 49ers, Buffalo Bills, Dolphins game. I've already made a short about this, so I'm kind of technically going to repeat myself a little bit, maybe give a little bit different details, but for the most part, it's just going to be whatever I said in that short. All right, let's do this. Bills defeat the Dolphins 31-10. It would have been a lot worse if not for Tua's injury, because I think after that happened, they were just like taking it slow and realized the game was over at that point. Before Tua's injury, he wasn't looking too good. He looked pretty bad, against a defense that honestly I don't think should be as good as they are. But then again, their corners have shined from last year and now. So Benford is very underrated, and Benford got 2 interceptions on the Buffalo Bills. Absolute stud. That's such a stud corner. I need to see where's he? When was he drafted? He's 23 years old. Doesn't show his draft position here. Draft. He was the number 185th pick in the 22 NFL draft. The worst quarterback. No, that was 2021, right? 2021 was the worst quarterback draft class. So yeah, it's 185th pick. That's a steal. Bill's got a steal in Benford. He looks solid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Josh Allen looks better than last year. 110%. He looks on fire. He looks focused. Is it coincidence that Stephon Diggs is no longer on the team and the dude looks like an MVP candidate through 2 weeks? Is that coincidence? I don't know, but I definitely can tell you that Diggs was a drama queen, and maybe now Josh Allen doesn't feel like he needs to force feed somebody. And what happens is when you don't need to force feed somebody, it's a lot easier. You don't have to think about it in the back of your mind. Diggs, I got to find Diggs. No, he's just got to find his receivers, man. He's got to find Coleman, and I don't even know who rests on that team, man. Like, you got to give Allen credit for what he has on his team. What is his wide receivers? He has Khalil Shakir. Who else? Khalil Shakir, Kincaid, who's not a bad tight end, not the best. Ty Johnson is good. Look what he's doing this with. The rookie didn't even get involved. I think this is actually really impressive. Yeah, the run game really did most of the work with James Cook. However, Josh Allen was on point. When he needed to score points, he scored points. I thought he was pretty good. So he's been on fire these past 2 days. So, but you also got to give these 2 games, but you got to give James Cook some love as well. Gotta give him some love. Gotta do it. So the only thing I want to say about the defense, however, is that both defenses cannot stop the run and save their lives. Can they stop the pass? Sure. For the most part, they're probably good at pass defending. But from what I've seen, it was taken over by the run game. Both sides cannot stop the run. So if the San Francisco 49ers have to end up playing the Dolphins or the Bills in the Super Bowl, they're probably going to get crushed if they continue the run defense as it is right now. Shout out to Damar Hamlin with the 8 tackles, 2 assists. I mean, a lot of people talk shit about Damar Hamlin, but he was solid. He was actually a good player. A lot of people think that he just because of his life-threatening situation, that he's getting like special treatment. Maybe little at the first, but because everyone we didn't see what he could do. He didn't play that great, but this year he's been pretty good. He hasn't been bad. He's been making plays. So, man, what I say about that. And now we're going to talk about the elephant in the room just for a second. I've already made a short on it. I've talked about it in the community tab. So I just want to say this. If I hope Tua is okay. I really do hope he doesn't have CTE. CTE is a big deal. The things that it could do to you is so vast. Like, it's not even what it can happen is like a portion of all the symptoms can just be your full symptoms. What I mean is, like, sometimes what I'm trying to say is there's like so many symptoms of what CTE can do to you, the damages it could do to you, that, all right. So like, for example, you lose blurred vision, confusion, you'll forget family members. You'll know what to say in your head, but you won't be able to speak it. You have pains in your dome that you can't escape. It is claustrophobic. You start to become depressed just because you can't connect with the world again. Literally, I would rather lose my arms and my legs than lose my head. Seriously. It's a big deal. So if you guys ever have a concussion, if you guys ever saw that on the field, you saw someone in that position with the fencing and the toes in, make sure that person goes to the hospital as soon as possible. It is such a big deal. Your head is your control center. It truly, truly is. Just because you don't crack it, just because there's no scar, doesn't mean you didn't put a serious trauma into your brain. So please, if you feel like you have a concussion, seek help as soon as possible. It is your life. And I would not wish that curse on my worst enemy. It is that bad. So please take care of yourself. Tua, get better, man. Yeah, dude, it's so sad. Like, I've never seen anyone in my life be so prone to not only concussions, but I'm not trying to say like it's Tua's fault, blah, 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 but it seems like he was never really good at protecting his dome. And it's just, for some players, because I've seen running backs do things that he's doing, and still be fine. And I've never seen him do the things that Tua's doing. He's just prone to that, and he needs to stop. And yeah, if he was my son, and I know Shannon Sharp said this, but I totally agree with him on that, is that if he was my son, I'd make him stop. He needs to stop. He made his bag. He's got his money, I don't want to see another hit him take that, and then all of a sudden he's a different person on like a massive scale. I do not want to see him turn into Antonio Brown. Because I tell you what, from what I've heard about Tua Tagovailoa, he's actually a good guy and he does really great for his community. Imagine all that being destroyed because of this. A good man being destroyed because of this love and this passion and these concussions. It's sad. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. I just wanted to put that PSA out there, and you guys know. All right. So let's go ahead and turn this dark tone. Let's turn it. Let's turn up the lights. See what I did there? I turned on the dining room light, so it made it a lot brighter in here because we're going to talk about brighter stuff now, a lot more positive things. So, all right, let me go ahead and remove that. Ooh, feels good. I love water, y'all. Water is so good. It's clear skin. Helps clear skin. All right. Diamador Lenore has something really funny to say about Sam Darnold. So let's go ahead and share screen. Share screen. Right here. There we go. All right. I'm probably gonna get demonetized or like copyrighted with all these ads. Jesus, man. God, the guy who invented pop-up ads. Jesus. All right. This is what Diamador Lenore had to say. Is this the clip? No, that's Jerry Rice. Do they have the clip or do I got to read it? They don't got the clip, so I'm just going to read it out to you guys. This is what Diamador Lenore had to say. Lenore, after Thursday's practice, had some fun with the former backup quarterback during an interview in the locker room. Was this, how long ago was this? Is he referring to, is this an old clip? Oh, no. Okay. I had to make sure, guys. I didn't want to lie to you. I keep forgetting to bring this up. There you go. All right. Lenore, Thursday's practice, had some fun with 49ers former backup. That's kind of a tongue twister. 49ers former backup quarterback during an interview in the locker room. Me and Sam, we had this connection. Lenore told reporters as he raised his hand to mimic catching a football. He liked to throw the ball to me. So this week we're coming. He knows it. I mean, if he's in his head and then the Lenore's got his number, I would love to see it. I want to see. That means if you're saying shit like that, I expect a pick, man. I'm expecting an interception, even if you are facing Justin Jefferson. God, he's so good. I know he's a talented player, Lenore said. He's going to come ready to work. I know how he prepares. He gave us great looks when he played here with us. Just taking over the scout team, he was throwing dimes, so I know it's going to be it's going to have to be tight, sticky coverage. So he gave him credit. He didn't exactly, it wasn't all this. You know what I mean? From what I'm hearing, all over TikTok and YouTube and Instagram is this quote here. I'm only seeing this quote. I have not seen this quote yet. So it's good to know that he's actually saying, like, he's actually a good player. He's going to come to work and stuff. That was just me giving him shit. That's kind of how I took it. I thought this was like just full-blown shit talk. No, but he gave him grace. He says, I know he prepares. He gave us great looks. He's throwing, just take over the scout team. He was throwing dimes. And Lenore saying it's got to be tight, sticky coverage. So he knows he has to be good. So he's not. So if anyone who's saying that he's being over cocky or anything like that, I don't see that. It's because he kind of backs up Darnold's play here. If you guys can see that at all, he backs up his play right here. And then Darnold didn't see much of the field, and he didn't play that bad against the Rams. Brock Purdy would have done better, but he did score 20 points, I believe. So you got to give him credit for that. It was like a nothing burger. No starters were really playing, and the Rams were trying. So Sam Darnold might actually perform, be very good, actually, especially since he's very familiar with Kyle Shanahan's playbook and his tendencies as well. We cannot discount Sam Darnold, considering what he played week one, the full offseason he had to be pretty much the starter, to fight to be the starter, I should say, and then became the starter immediately when J.J. McCarthy got that knee injury. He's out for the rest of the season. I don't know. I know that Sam Darnold's got like this stigmatism that people think he's not a good player and stuff, and I don't think he's that good of a player. I actually thought he was the worst quarterback coming in, one of the worst, like top 2, top 3 worst quarterbacks coming in the season, but he's playing really hot and he can carry that over. Momentum is a big thing for quarterbacks, even bad ones. Let's all remember that the Pasternaut had momentum. He won multiple games. He was looking like a stud. Momentum is a big deal. And if Sam Darnold can capitalize on what he did last week, bring it over, knowing what the 49ers are capable of, being familiar with the scheme, I don't want to go into this game thinking Sam Darnold's not going to score points, because he can't. It's possible for him to score points against this team just because of familiarity and his momentum. So let's not take Sam Darnold lightly until we see it. Well, if he plays badly against the 49ers, then it's like, okay, he was just beating up bad teams. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Here are a couple other notes about the 49ers facing the notes for 49ers facing the Sam Darnold and the Vikings. Let me go ahead and move that. Share this tab. Be sure to like the live, share it, tell your friends. I go live every single day. If you guys drop comments, I usually mostly try to see them whenever I can. I try to react to them as soon as I can because I want this live to be a conversation. So if you guys ever have anything to say, totally say it. I'll hear you out as long as it's not personal, because we're here to talk football. Papa J, welcome to the stream. Life is but a dream. Oh, shit. There's ghosts. There's ghosts. Oh, my God. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Hope your recovery's going good, man. Hope your recovery is going good. I hope you're healing well and you can get back to life, man. I hope you're doing good. But anyway, let's get back to the sheet. All right. Has Darnold grown from a season ago in the eyes of the 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan? Yeah, I did see some growth week last year. I like the quotations as if like they're just adding that. Yeah, I did. I think just Sam had to be in a lot of different offenses and a few different teams and stuff. I think just the more he always could make plays and stuff, but the more he got used to what we were asking. And it's hard when you ask some people to do stuff. All right, I'll read this normally. I was trying to read it like Kyle Shanahan talks. Because if there's one thing, this is just a small, minuscule complaint. It's not really a complaint. It's just an observation. He says, way too much. It kills me. Like, you don't need to be saying, so many times. All right, so I'll read it normally. I think just Sam had been in a lot of different offenses and a few different teams and stuff. I think just the more he always could make plays and stuff, but the more he got used to what we were asking. And it's hard when you ask some people to do stuff that they haven't done before, because sometimes you got to get worse before you get better. I see exactly what he's saying. He's pretty much saying he played on shitty teams. That's pretty much what he's doing. And then that the teams weren't asking him to do good shit, things that actually can make him better, things that would make a quarterback better. So he really just said he's been on shitty teams, and he went through us now, and he learned some things, and now he's with the Vikings, who are set up to be a good team. But Sam came in with such a good mindset. He was so detailed in what he did, never wavered, and really tried to pick stuff up. I thought he came in really good, and I thought he got better throughout the year. Yeah, if you ask Fred Warner, apparently Fred Warner agrees with Matt Mioko's comment last year. If you guys remember, Matt Mioko is the one. I think it was Matt Mioko. I get Matt Mioko and the other one confused. Anyway, one of them, I think it's Matt Mioko, he's the one that said that Sam Darnold probably has the best arm talent the 49ers have ever had on the roster, like ever. Well, apparently Fred Warner kind of backed him up on that, saying like he's one of the best throwers of football I've ever seen. Fred said that, according to Matt Mioko. So victory lap for him. Congrats. But it's good to know that the 49ers are respecting Sam Darnold and his talent. They're not going into this. It doesn't seem like a full-on insult. There are a couple jokes, but after the jokes, there does seem to be some sort of like, okay, but seriously, this is what Sam Darnold is. And I like that. I respect it. They're just, they're confident at the same time respecting the opponent. I like it. Love having Sam here. He was an awesome guy. He's been that way everywhere he's been. I don't know why that was hard to say. And we found it out personally here. But always like Sam before he got here, just his talent level from college and what you see in the NFL. And it was exactly as good as advertised. Wasn't he a third overall pick? I don't know about that. He's such a good athlete, so tough, can make any throw, and really enjoyed working with him. I thought he got better throughout the year. He was always ready to get more opportunities in games if something bad happened. All right, I read that so badly. I read that like in such a negative way. I'm not going to lie to you. He's getting ready to get more opportunities in case something bad was happening, as if he's prepared, like as if something was actually going to happen. Strawberry Reacts! Welcome to the stream! Yeah! What's up, brother? Welcome back. Welcome back. Strut. Welcome back. Barry. Reacts. All right. Hope you've been good, man. Hope you're good. Welcome back. All right. He's such a good athlete, so tough, can make any throw, and really enjoyed working with him. I thought he got better throughout the year. He was always ready to get more opportunities in games if something bad happened. Fortunately for Glock Purdy, we didn't have to do that till the last week. But it was really good having him here as a number 2. Yeah, he was a good number 2. I do think he was the best backup in the league, probably. So I'm not against it at all. I do think he's okay. I do give him shit for being a bottom tier starter in the league, but he is a starter because you got to think there's 32 starting jobs in the league. I do think he starts somewhere in that bottom. So having him as a backup last year was a big deal. It was a big win. We didn't need him. So that's big. But I do think our quarterback room was a lot better last year. Just because Sam Darnold, and you don't need that many quarterbacks to have the best quarterback room. You just need 2, in my opinion. Proper 49er. Welcome to the stream. Say what you want, that's free. All right. I wonder if welcome back, by the way. Forgot to. I wonder if Vikings Jerome will join. He's been on every 49er stream talking shit. So far, I've gotten a Saints fan saying, hey, stop talking shit about Derek Carr. And I haven't said a damn thing about him. That was the most random thing. He's like, you all need it. So you could tell he's going to stream, just telling people that. Probably for now. I don't hate Darnold, like him as a backup. Yeah, I do. I think he's a top tier backup. Spitting hot fire, Reacts. You're spitting hot fire. You're spitting hot fire. He could get an exorcism on Monday. As the kids would say, no cap. No cap. Did they change US Bank turf? I don't know. Let's find out. It's probably Google way, right? USA Bank. Why? Was it bad turf? Was it bad? Yeah, they did. Vikings changing turf at US Bank Stadium for 2024 season. The stadium is switching from slit turf to monofilament turf. Isn't that the bad one? Isn't that the bad one? Isn't that the bad one? There's like a bad turf that we like. The Giants got one and the Jets. What is monoturf? Single strands of yarn made to more closely resemble the appearance of. Well, I guess I should have tapped. Single strands of yarn made to more closely resemble the appearance of grass blades. Hold on. Let me show you guys. There you go. Single strands of yarn made to more closely resemble the appearance of glass blades are not designed to split. Monofibers come in a variety of shapes and configurations. They have thicker, smoother fibers that are individually created and are not designed to break apart like the slit film fibers. Who has the slit film fibers? I know I'm going on a fucking side quest right now doing research. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm actually rather curious about this turf stuff. So, you guys are like, this dude's like way off track. We're talking about 49ers. Now we're talking about turf at the Viking Stadium. All right. Standard place. It's a slip turf. Yeah, the Giants. They changed their turf in 2023. The Giants did. They changed it from slit. This turf, slit turf has been favored for its durability, especially in high-impact sports environments. Okay. Is it the artificial turf that's bad? No. I don't know. I'll do more research later on. I'll probably talk about it later because right now I'm picking up pieces and I have to write it down and do some research and stuff like that. So I'll talk about it later, but they definitely changed their surface. It's now called a monofilament. God damn it.
Monofilament.
There you go, guys. Monofilament. If someone's like, that's not how you say it, like, actually.
Monofilament.
So, hashtag just saying. All right, got some comments. Sorry, guys. Sounds like Vikings Jerome needs to face Papa J. You're recovering from surgery. Relax. Why would Saints fans attack you? We don't even play the Saints. It was like it wasn't really attacking. It was more like him going like Derek Carr is this good, and you all need to back off. And then he like lists a bunch of reasons why Derek Carr is good. It was like that, and then he bailed, and I didn't see him again. He was like literally he just did a drive-by of for I think he was just going around all stadiums, on all stadiums, all streams doing that. Hoping grass. I think everyone should just have natural grass. Like you're billionaires, dude. I know some places, probably don't do so well with grass. It takes a lot of money for high maintenance, but you're a billionaire. Take care of your players, dog. I don't understand, man. I don't understand that. Take care of your investment. U.S. Bank was slip term. Yep, it was, but now it's monofilament. How do I say it?
Monofilament.
That's what's called. Oh, is that the cement turf? I thought that was a different turf. Is that the cement turf? Oh my God, that turf is terrible from what I've heard. It's just exactly what you said. Players describe it as cement. Like what in the actual face is that? Like what, dude? Here, players, you all get millions of dollars. It's $1 billion company. Here's concrete. Like what the fuck, dude? Too old for that. I'm talking about shit. Gotcha. I gotta let my dog outside, guys. We'll be right back. I'm coming. And I'm back. Be sure to like the live, guys. Tell your friends. Appreciate it. Support the channel. And those who are watching now, if you guys got comments, got anything to say, please drop a comment. Try to respond to it. Still be mean, please. All right, so let's go ahead and all right, so we talked about the 49ers with Sam Darnold and how they feel about it. They're taking it very seriously. I'm excited about that. I'm glad that they're not like, oh, it's Minnesota Vikings, especially since we lost to them. I know it was Kirk Cousins who was on an MVP type run before he tore his Achilles. I get that, but we have to like beat them, just so we could say that like, oh, you guys didn't have Kirk Cousins. Because imagine if they beat us with Sam Darnold. Oh my God, dude. If they beat us with Sam Darnold, all you're going to hear, oh, they should have kept Sam Darnold than Brock Purdy. That's what you're going to hear, even though it's a joke. I know it's a joke. Everyone knows that Brock Purdy's better than Sam Darnold. But it's going to be so frustrating because we lost to Sam Darnold. So it's like there's not really much you could say. You could say facts, be like, you're just being stupid and be in denial, blah, 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 et cetera. But it would still hurt because we lost. It would carry some kind of weight. All right, and before we, I want to watch I was going to watch the sounds of the game versus the Vikings, or we can watch the 49 hours. 49ers fly high in week 1. It's like it's almost like their weekly breakdown of everything that happens while they also have sounds of the game. So we can watch either one of those. Do you want to watch the 49ers one, or are we watching the sounds of the game? Do either one. CMC is still out. Yeah, most likely. He's day to day, and if from what I've heard about his injury, it's a mystery. Anytime he can be better, it could also last the entire year. It's a mystery. It's quite literally until his Achilles tells him that he doesn't have that tendonitis anymore. And that's the bummer. We don't have a time frame, really. We don't. From what I've researched, it can last. If it doesn't last 1 to 4 weeks, it'll most likely last 3 to 6 months. If it doesn't last 3 to 6 months, it will most likely last a year. I've done like multiple researches of this, and that's pretty much what I keep coming up with. So if someone else could tell me how that works, but it seems to me it's quite a mystery, and there's no timetable for it. And that sucks. Absolutely sucks. But thank God we have Jordan Mason. Thank God. Papa, I have no doubt you can destroy him with your shit talking. No doubt, man. No doubt. No doubt. I believe in you. I believe in you, man. I believe in you, Papa J. We're waiting. Once Viking Jerome comes up in here, dude, if he comes up in here, bro, I'll let you have the floor. I'll let you have the floor. If Darnold shreds this defense like Kirk did, oh my God, he's already a great coach, though, dude. You see what okay, I know a lot of people give the Pasternak credit and Joshua Dobbs, but you also got to give a lot more credit to the head coach setting up this player for success. I mean, he's a stud head coach. I actually really love him. This is the best Vikings head coach in a long, long time. And if they can figure it out, if they can get the quarterback situation figured out, I think Kevin O'Connell can win a Super Bowl with Justin Jefferson, a good quarterback, and if he has a good defense. And I think he does have a good defense. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Kevin O'Connell. Big fan. 10-9 sucks, inflammation diffusions. But yeah, I know. A lot of people are giving him shit like, get in the ice bath, do this little rub. You don't think he's doing that? You don't think he's like doing treatment all the time? Like, you don't think he doesn't want to get back on that field? Like, it's crazy that people think that, like, I'm not saying a lot of people are, but I've seen some, just some, videos. People are saying like, wow, he's being a bitch. And it's like, no, he's not. He's trying to come back. I know CMC, from what I've seen of him, he loves football and he wants to play all the time. And he's really good at it. Agree. I think he doesn't get the recognition he deserves, but the media will likely credit Darnold or not. Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's like some teams, this is just me. So you can agree or disagree with him, be like, that guy's that. I don't agree with that. But some teams have this shadow, like the Browns or the Vikings, where you don't really you don't think of the head coach. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some teams where you just don't think about them. Like Dennis Allen. You barely think about that dude. So like when you're trying to give credit, you're not going to think of those coaches. You know what I mean? And I feel like some teams are like that. And I think the Vikings are like that. I think when you think of the Vikings, you're thinking of Justin Jefferson, who's their shitty quarterback. Their defense is good. So I think everyone just shifts that attention there, but people don't understand how good he actually is. And for him to beat the 49ers regardless with the team he had last year, that was huge. It should have spoke volumes, man. Until, honestly, when Kirk Cousins got hurt, before Kirk Cousins got hurt, they were Super Bowl contenders at that point. They really were. It's rather sad. It's rather sad. Vikings turf was biggest factor, claimed Kittle, Justin Jefferson, and Travis Kelce last year. Yeah, I didn't hear about that, but if that's the case, I'm totally with it. If that turf was absolutely terrible and it was that cement turf that you're talking about, which I don't know, because then again, the Giants have it, and I only know that if the Giants had it, the Giants and Jets had it, I'm only aware of one cursed stadium, and that's the Jets-Giants one, and apparently they had a slit turf. But if they got rid of them, I'm super happy. That's good for them. Like protecting their players, and they probably saw what happened to Kirk Cousins and his Achilles injury and kind of thought, okay, we can't have Giants-Jets curses here. Okay. And so they fixed it. So props to them. Just like, okay, we see how bad this turf is. Let's fix it. Unlike the Giants and Jets, we're like, it's not that bad. Okay, just Achilles and ACL, a career here and there. It's not that bad. McVay, Shanahan, McDaniel get credit. Yeah, LaFleur, like, you really should. I told you you're saying, like, he's winning with Aaron Rodgers while the Jets are not doing that right now. He's winning with Jordan Love when he looked like shit, and then he started winning in the second half. I agree with you, man. I totally 100% agree. McVay is a solid head coach. He's really good at his job. Shanahan, I think he's really good at his job. McDaniel, I like him. I do, but I need to see what he looks like without Tua, if that makes sense. Because there's a stigma on Dolphins right now. I feel like if he had a different quarterback, we would actually know a lot more about McDaniel, because I actually think he's a good quarterback, a good head coach. But I can't exactly back it up too much right now, but I do think he's good. Bo Connell and LaFleur, yeah, they don't get any recognition. Yeah, MetLife took Bosa, Jimmy G, and three others, and I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah. So, and not to mention pretty much with what you're saying, to add on top of what you're saying, the 49ers, how do I put this? Are prone to that curse. They're prone to getting hurt on these kind of turfs. So, and we can't have that. So thankfully they fixed it, got out of the way. If turf is a worry, it seems just, yeah, 110%. I totally agree. But they fixed the turf, so we don't have to worry about it. And welcome, Master Chef. Welcome, Master Chef, to the stream. All right, turf is a worry. CMC should sit another week. Yeah, he's going to sit. He's not playing. If he plays, I'd be shocked. But then again, he shocked a lot of people not playing last week. So, but as of right now, I feel like we would get a little more reassurances, like rumors around the league, of CMC's recovery. And I think we would see it in practice, etc. And we haven't. He's still doing the same shit. So, yeah, I don't see him playing this week. It's going to be the Jordan Mason show and Deebo Samuel, even though I'm going to save my Deebo Samuel hate because people don't like that. So, all right, let's go ahead and watch the sounds, or I can't decide. What shall we watch? Let's watch the 49ers fly high in week 1. We'll do that. It's 10 minutes. It's not that bad. It's not that long. One more comment. I'll start the vid. Hold on. Share this tab. Everyone craps on Brock for throwing 2 wide open receivers, but Jordan Love and CJ Stroud don't get the same hate. And the receivers are getting wide ass over the same scheme. I hate media bias. Well, it's also like what other people don't understand is like not only is wide receivers open, he's hitting them in the breadbasket. Like all these, if you really go and watch all the passes of Brock Purdy, not many of them require the receiver to do a lot. Like if go back and watch, seriously, I watched all the catches of Brandon Ayuk last year. He had 3 that I would count that required him extra effort from the wide receiver out of all of his catches last year. I counted 3. I think Brock is just so accurate. He does a really good job of making sure the ball gets to the breadbasket. Now the defender can get there and knock it out, because that's the breadbasket is. But I mean, like if it hits you in the chest, man, it's in your hands. You got to catch it. For example, that diving catch, he should have caught that. It wasn't like he had to reach out for it or anything. It was in his hands and he dropped it. He dropped it. So Brock is really accurate. He finds it. He does a very good job of putting it in the breadbasket. Sometimes he does have one. If I'm going to critique Brock Purdy, there is one thing that happens sometimes. He does throw it behind the receiver sometimes. Like not like impossibly bad where the receiver has to go like, wow, but it'd be like up here, not like here or here. It would be like here, and that can be difficult, but I still think that's a catchable ball for an elite, good wide receiver. You know what I mean? I think Deebo should catch this. I think Ayuk should catch this. You know what I mean? That's just me. Touch on his passes make them easier to catch. Exactly. They're like pillows. He's probably saving them from a hit. Yeah, freaking Jimmy G giving hospital balls. I don't know if you guys saw that clip, but he's straight up a killer of wide receivers. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Remember what remember what Tom Brady said? Like not throwing hospital balls, but still winning the game, making big plays is a skill. It is a talent. That's what Tom Brady said. I totally agree with Tom Brady on that one. That is a true fact. Because we all know the story. He wouldn't throw the ball because knowing his Ray Lewis is in the middle of the field would get his wide receiver killed. So taking care of your teammates is also a talent. I totally agree. There is hate fan base for the 49ers. That's just because all the top teams get all the hate. You know what I mean? And imagine, look at all the teams. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not flexing. I'm just trying to say I'm trying to explain where the hate comes from. We ended a lot of Super Bowl dreams. Yeah, our Super Bowl dreams ended, but we ended theirs. And so it's going to create hate. We've constantly ended the Cowboys' dreams, and they have one of the biggest fan bases in America. So that takes up a whole bunch of fan base hate right there. We've ended the Green Bay Packers dreams multiple times, so there's hate there. Then you got to count the division. You just got to think that because when you're so dominant, you're going to have people rooting against you. They're going to make jokes. They're going to think of whatever they can to put that team down when they're the ones that are constantly being more successful than the team talking shit. Like very rarely do you hear Kansas City Chiefs fans talking shit. You want to know why? It's because they're on top. It's because they're on top. Sometimes they talk shit. Sometimes it's fun and stuff, but very rarely you see a heated conversation with a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Am I wrong? Very rarely, in my opinion. I haven't come across many butthurt Kansas City Chiefs fans. That's all I'm saying. Detroit last year, yeah, Detroit is starting to get hate now. If you guys noticed, Detroit is starting to get a hateful fan base. I remember during the offseason, I made fun of the Lions. A lot of people didn't like that short. Like, don't you do that. That's not cool. Literally, once the Lions beat, who did they beat this week? The Rams. I've seen multiple hate videos for the Lions. It's because they're good now. A Cinderella story denied. Exactly. Brought them down. Most hated team seems to be the Cowboys. So that's because they dig their own grave. Okay. And not to mention, let's be real, they are consistently successful. And what I mean by that is they constantly go to the playoffs. So they are ending dreams for other teams that are shitty. So they're constantly beating up other teams during the regular season, creating that hate. And then all those teams they beat up are going to wish, the worst upon them. It's like the same thing with the 49ers and Cowboys. A rivalry is made because one team ended one dream, and then again, then this team ended this dream. And so they end up hating each other like, no, we're better. And we create rivalry. So the Cowboys are just constantly talking shit, and they are constantly winning in the regular season. So they're digging this hateful grave of theirs, and when you have the biggest fan base in the world too, in America, that word is going to spread more. That shit talking is going to spread more to other teams. They're like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. I don't hear that because there's more of them. So when there's more of them, you're going to hear it more, and so people are going to hate it more. So, gotta go. My post-op Rosh appointment. See y'all soon. Good luck, brother. Good luck. Hope it's good news. No border sports. We talk about all sports. There is no fence. Hard to watch film on Chiefs when half the tape is Taylor Swift. But do you know how much money they get every time they show her? They get a lot of money. So from a business standpoint, if I ran a business and I can use Taylor Swift as advertisement, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of would do it. I would kind of do it. It's a lot of money, but I do understand where 49ers, but NFL fans are coming from, where it's like, dude, like, show us the players' reactions, show us the players, show us the coaches, show us the drama of the game. Taylor Swift isn't drama of the game. So I know where NFL fans are coming from, but I know exactly where the NFL is coming from. I know exactly. The media talks about them non-stop. Yeah, they do talk about them a lot. Like, even when they're doing great, they'll talk about them a lot. Even when they're doing bad, they're not talking about them. But I think it's also contributing to Jerry Jones and how he is as an owner, advertising his team, goes to so many different sports shows and advertises himself. There's a reason why he's the most famous owner in the NFL. You know what I mean? So I am not. I know if you guys want to give him sympathy, that's great. If you want to say they talk about the Cowboys too much, that's great. I personally believe the Cowboys dig their own grave and create that narrative. Because I promise you, I remember like, what was it? Like this entire August, I think all of August, I barely heard anything about the Cowboys. Rarely heard anything about the Cowboys. It wasn't until Jerry Jones started doing more interviews, Carson's got his podcast back, the team dominated. So, and then their team supposedly got worse. So there's reasons, I think. Taylor is a hot 2x4. I'm out of water. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Oh, guys, ready for this? See how this glass is empty? 1, 2. Oh my God, it's full again. It's the same cup. See, it's the same cup. All right. So let's go ahead and watch this video. Enough talking about the Cowgirls.
NFL, the 11-time Pro Bowl left tackle Trent Williams. He and the 49ers have come to terms.
It's all settled now. Trent Williams now under contract for the next 3 seasons.
They get Ayuk back last Thursday, and it looks like the Niners, after all those drama, are going to have the full complement of stars in this critical year of their window.
I'm excited to just put together a great week of work preparation to make sure we're our best selves on Monday.
The first Monday night of the
20. Fucking WK, that's awesome. I like that response. That's cool. Oh, that was good, man. You're not lying, bro.
24 season.
We should like live guys.
Jets fans, Rodgers and Purdy.
The Jets on Monday night prime time. That's what every kid dreams of, is being able to play on a Monday night game against a guy like Aaron Rodgers and a great defense in the Jets. So first game of the season, and it's the first step to our journey this year as a team.
Every season's a new year, and you don't know what your team is until you go out there and you put it on tape. So obviously we have a great test. Week 1, Monday Night Football at home against a great opponent.
Monday Night Football, all the hype, all the pomp and circumstance.
The Niners plane is about to take off. This is the best roster in the league.
I felt that. That's a good edit. That was a good edit. Not gonna cap. Not gonna cap, home dog, home bro. Not gonna cap.
The 49ers listed their inactives moments ago, and 49ers standout running back Christian McCaffrey is out tonight.
A major piece for Kyle Shanahan. That is big-time news going into week 1.
JT, show them what y'all about today, man. Let's have a fucking day, man.
He's smiling. Look at that. He's having a good time. Look at that. Hey, look at that. He's having a good time. Good energy, good vibes. Jennings is probably like, man, I didn't think you were going to be here week 1. He's like, yeah, everybody.
To be right here, man. You put in work to be right here, man. Let's go ahead and do this. We talk, man. Let's go ahead and stay playing, man. 38-2, 1, 2. Tell yourself I got your back. All that hard work you put in every day, in and out, block this building. It's all black. Pay off right here. Hey, I think you got to be ready for war. It won't be easy, man. It won't be easy, but it's going to be worth it. I need your eyes. Hey, laser focus. Laser focus.
Focus, Fred.
Focus. Execution. We dictate the tempo every time. Do this.
I need to watch this before I go live, yo. That's what I need to do. I'm focused, buddy. I'm in it. God, I love football. Coward's a joke. He had the Rams win the division. Then we do what we do on Monday night. He changed his mind. Yeah, I think of Colin Coward as what is the most recency biased thing right now. You know what by that is I don't take any of his predictions seriously because he changes it all the time. He doesn't stick to his word no matter what. Even when he's wrong, he doesn't apologize for it. He just changes it and moves on and just has everyone forget about it. You know what I mean? So you are right, 110%. He does switch up quite a bit. So if you want to get use Colin Coward, the information you get from him is what is the media altogether saying? What's the consensus most likely of what based on bias, everything else recency bias. That's where you get the information from. WK's on fire. Why did it make me laugh? Yeah, dude. Oh my God. He's gonna be like, hey, there's this one viral clip of you of this one guy going live talking shit about you, and he makes a really good point. I think you should hear about him. He's got a backwards hat, the shit out of him. He's got a backwards hat. How am I supposed to take him seriously? Fucking for real, dude. All right, let's go ahead and all right, let's finish this. Look at this visual. This is a great shot. Look at this shot. I know I'm glazing the media team for the 49ers so hard right now, but you can't deny this is a cool shot.
There's a galaxy of stars on this football team. Deebo Samuel's back. Brandon Ayuk's back. George Kittle's back.
Oh, he would dig into me so hard just because of the backwards hat, dude.
Williams back. You got Brock Purdy back. They have enough to beat the Jets tonight, minus CMC.
All in it to the rock. All in it to the rock.
2024 is underway. Jake Moody kicks off. So here comes. They have enough to beat the Jets tonight, minus CMC.
All in it to the rock. All in.
Look at those fucking arms of Bosa, dude. Those are my legs, dude. The size of his arms are the size of my legs, and I'm fat, okay? I'm fat. Those are huge.
2024 is underway. Jake Moody kicks off. So here comes Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
Which defensive line can win the line of scrimmage and really help to dim some of that star power? For Rodgers.
His legs have to
was
walk
there,
through each other.
and it's a little flip, a catch,
That's
a
good.
fumble by
That's a good.
Hall, and a recovery by the 49ers.
Fred Warner, punch, knocked it out. What a big-time play. Malik Collins recovers it. They are already deep in Jets territory.
I want to say one thing, though. I really do need to emphasize this, Fred. Do you remember what happened to Dre Greenlaw last year in the Super Bowl when he, tore his Achilles? He was doing that jumpy shit that you're talking about, that you were just doing right there. The little jumpy shit. He was doing that shit. Well, kind of, sort of. He just tried to jump and wanted to go. But you're out there doing a lot more than that, man. He's like, settle your legs down, bro. Save it for the field. Like, save that for the field, dude. Save it for the field.
46-yard drive by second-year pro Jake Moody.
And Jake into the wind has
Jake.
plenty of distance and right down the middle. So
Jake was
Moody
a stud NFC player of the week,
lead,
y'all.
but they've yet to pick up a first down.
I mean, this is
Third round draft pick showing up.
Watching both of these defensive fronts go to work here in this first quarter.
Jets hurry back up to the line. Third down and 8. Pass is caught. And a strong catch by
That was a
Garrett
great
Wilson for a
catch.
first down.
49er defense getting a little tired here. 13th play of the drive. Rodgers under center. And here's a handoff to Brees Hall off right tackle, and he's in the end zone for a Jet touchdown.
I
Boy,
thought
what a
Odom
drive.
did okay.
Hey, we got to win on third down, man. Y'all feel me? We got to win on third down.
Got to win a third down.
5, bunch formation left. 4-man pressure.
Rodgers in trouble. Flag down, and so is Rodgers.
There's Floyd, baby.
Bosa was the first guy there, and Leonard Floyd cleaned up.
Floyd is just beginning, y'all. I'm going to love this combination, dude. I'm so excited. I hope, knock on wood, this is wood. I want to make sure that I would love for Floyd and Bosa to be healthy throughout the entire year, because I think those two would be insane. I think there's a lot of talent there. Before I answer that question, they gave Rodgers PTSD. I know, because like right after that sack, dude, he has not been the same. He was like, oh my God, I can't do this. Likely Cowboys versus Saints. Strawberry has Cowboys. I would say likely the Cowboys too. But does my Cowboys hater bias, because there is a bias there, I'm not going to lie to you, overcome what the Saints did week 1 against I believe it was a Panthers team, one of the worst teams in the league? I got the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to win it. They're going to win. They're the Cowboys, man. The Cowboys. They're going to beat the Saints. Excited to get Huff back. We'll see the fullback and Brown together. I know. I'm excited too. I don't think is he ready yet? Is he coming back? I don't think he's ready yet. Right? Yeah, it is Cowboys at home, and at home they're usually pretty good, except for that one game they had. I think, was it us they lost to at home or something like that? It's pretty bad. But yeah, Cowboys at home usually is a very good bet that they'll win. That's a good point. That's a good point, Strawberry. Trap game for the Saints. It could be a trap game. Well, do you mean trap game for the Cowboys? Because I'm pretty sure the Cowboys are favored, right? There's no way the Saints are favored, are they? Huff set out too long. Conditioning is a factor. I agree. It's gonna be a while. If he didn't come back to practice, he has to work out those muscles again. You guys know. I don't have to tell you all that. So I agree. It's gonna be a while. I'm actually surprised he didn't go on PUP. I'm not gonna lie to you. Or kept him on, and then IR let him recover. I guess he can't practice though, right? That's tough. That's tough. I do agree. It's gonna take a while. Nobody's practicing, yeah. So it's gonna be a while. I think it's gonna be about a few weeks. Honestly, Saints played a very horrible Panthers defense and offense. I agree. That the entire Panthers team is rebuilding from the ground up, 110%. They got nothing really on defense. I can't think. The Derek Brown is injured. He's gone for the rest of the year. I think they got another player that's out for the next year. They have a lot of things that's going wrong for them. And that head coach, it wasn't a very good debut, I'm not going to lie, but you got to give coaches time, especially to build stuff. I didn't like when Arizona fired I forgot who they fired, but they fired a head coach after 1 year. And it's like he won games. He wasn't the worst head coach, you know, like you got to give him a chance. Time to build. Cowboys played one of the best defenses. However, my pushback to that, though, is when the quarterback is constantly doing 3-and-outs, interceptions, whatever, the Cowboys are going to have more possessions and wear out that defense more often. Deshaun Watson is the worst quarterback in the NFL, and he's the sole reason that defense did not stand a chance. Like, not even close. He was the sole reason they lost. And so you got to think about that. You got to think about how many times is this the Cowboys offense just punching the Browns defense throughout the game because the quarterback can't get out of a 3-and-out, you know? In the league, Panthers are the new Browns. More the Lions, if anything. I wouldn't mind. Actually, Browns. Take that back because the Browns have the most recent defeated season. I wouldn't mind working him in the few plays each game and building up. I mean this with love, man, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I would wait. I would wait a few weeks. I understand where you're coming from. Like, get him acclimated, let him have a few plays. You know, let him be on the field. I see where you're coming from, but I don't know, man. Like, if you're not used to, it really depends on his conditioning. I don't know what his conditioning is, so I can't even. There's no real like way I could push back on that. So let's go with an if situation. If he actually has the energy to do it, if he can physically do all the work, if he can make the cuts. You know, and it's really just an experience thing that he needs to get back on the field and take off the rust, then yeah, he needs to get back to the field and have a few plays. But if there is actually like some sort of like he's weaker on this knee or he's not strong enough here or there, I wouldn't put him out there because then if he gets hit in that certain area, he could get hurt. And that's my own perspective. So it really just depends on what his actual conditioning is, and we don't know. So if his conditioning is good and he's really just has to go on the field experience, I agree with you, Strawberry. He needs to get out there, get a few plays. That's what he needs to do. My guess he plays week 4 latest, so they would keep him on PUP. Yeah, I agree. That's a good point. They're probably going to push him out there week 4. That's a good point. Super Bowl! That's what I think. Big move, buddy. Honestly, they are purposely making themselves more of a joke than they actually are by signing him. You're just making yourself more of a target by signing him. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was dumb. Like, I know it doesn't do anything for the team, but you are now allowing your team to be ridiculed even more so than it already is. So I thought it was stupid. I think it's a dumb thing to do. But all right, let's go ahead. That's why I work it at some point, not necessarily this week. Yeah, you got to work him in slowly. I do agree with that. Like, you don't just give him the starting position like that. You got to work him in slowly.
49ers down 7-6. We'll start this drive on their 33-yard line. Juszczyk goes with long motion.
Brock Purdy's got to find a little bit of a rhythm here.
Lines up outside of the end line wide. It's a leg. Purdy going left, rolling hard left. Just going to tuck it and run. It'll dive.
No, he's doing the head thing. Okay, so before I go let my dog out, you notice he's not sliding. Okay. I want you to know when I saw Tua get hit, I immediately thought of Brock Purdy and all the times he does not slide. Start sliding. We'll be right back. He needs to start sliding.
Second down and 19. There's Purdy dropping straight back out of the gun. Throws over the middle. Caught! Jawan Jennings with a Niner first down, breaks the tackle and dropped inside the Toyota red zone. And a big chunk there. Again,
that did cross my mind for a second there, but I don't think it really did. If that was the intention, I don't think it worked. Because now we're just talking about both of them. Now we're just there's a lot more talk about Deshaun Watson right now, especially with this lawsuit that's going on and with the NFL possibly seeing this clip. And then if it's true and it's content, not content, but I can't think of what I'm saying, but it's misconduct to the team. I think they might be able to get out of it. They might be able to get out of the contract. It's a big W. It's a big deal. Not W, but it's a big deal.
At 22.
Yeah, JJ!
Back just outside the 13. This is key for this ball game. Mason left side, cuts upfield. First and goal. Well, the difference in this game right now is the 49ers have not been able to capitalize when they've gotten down here.
Brock under center. Kittle goes in motion with Jennings. Ayuk and Debo are left. There's Debo in motion. Jet sweep handoff to Debo. A block and a dive for the goal line. And he's up on the goal line and in. Touchdown!
I'm laughing because I never, ever, ever stop. Think every time I see Debo run, am I the only one that thinks of the zesty little hand thing he does when he runs? He goes, it's so funny. I understand it's supposed to be like a mental way of keeping him balanced. I know it's supposed to be like do that, but it looks so zesty. He's like, actually, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. Hold on. It's like, all right. So he's like this. Funniest fucking thing in the world. It really just looks more ridiculous. The new term of salary cap issues, a Watson, no doubt. That is the worst contract in the NFL, like ever. Worst trade, too, at that. Even worse than Trey Lance, I think. It's a bad trade. Very bad.
San Francisco, and this one counts. They're not taking it back. Let's go. Come on.
No, ads! No! You did not see any ads for Taco Bell. You did not see an ad for Taco Bell. I never noticed, but I'm looking for. There's a slight stiff arm, and he does like a. I'll go back and show you. If you look at his hand, I'll go back and show you. They're probably going to show a lot more clips of him running.
Capitalize when they've gotten down here.
Look at his arm on the inside.
Ayuk and Debo are left. There's Debo in motion. Jet sweep handoff to Debo. A block and a dive.
He doesn't do as much there.
And he's up on the goal
but it's kind of like he's like
touchdown.
It's as if his body is it's as if he's using it as a wheel. You know, like I got to turn now. It's like or I need to go straight, keep myself balanced. But yeah, just go and keep watching. We'll see. We'll point out more.
San Francisco, and this one counts. They're not taking it back. Let's go.
There's an invisible wheel in his body.
The Niners have done a nice job on Breece Hall. He has 9 carries for just 23 yards. Did score the touchdown. Here's a toss sweep coming right to Hall. Well played by Fred Warner from middle linebacker.
We gotta be great tacklers, man. We get out there, you're gonna toss it down to 20. We gotta track the near hip, right squeeze.
Niners starting to take over. Brock throws up the left sideline. Wide open George Kittle. Big chunk there across the 30. And out to the 49er 38-yard line. Kittle.
Well, like on a super critique level, he kind of threw a little high because if he threw it a little bit lower, we wouldn't have to jump for it. But it was a great throw. Still dot.
Picks up 25 yards.
All right, 3rd down and 3. There he is. Debo, first down inside the 30.
He's about to get ready to do it. He was about to get ready to do it.
30 out of the shotgun, going to look middle and throw. Caught by Jawan Jennings. Dropped on the Jet, 13-yard line. So Jake Moody will try a short field goal here, 31-yard attempt.
And the second-year pro is 3 for 3. It's a 16.
What a mountain of a man, dude. What a mountain of a man. It's way worse than Lance because they also, 110%. They were able to recover from it. So, yeah, it's a good point. That run D is much, much better this year. They will stop screeners. I know, dude. Screens were such a pain in the ass last year, dude. I was so tired of seeing missed tackles, missed angles. Oh, it was terrible, dude. It was a terrible situation. And week 1 is any indication of what the 49ers can do against screens. Well done getting better. Well done getting better.
9-7 game at the half. 49ers, who lead by 9, will start the second half with the ball.
3rd penalty on the Niners. Straight drop by Brock. Throws left. Hughes check wide open.
Dot.
Inside the 10. Inside the 5. First and goal 49ers.
Right in the
They
bread basket.
continue to maintain possession of the football, and they have here to start this second half. Second and goal. Mason bobbling it. But a touchdown.
That's my running back.
What an impressive night tonight for Jordan Mason.
He's having a career night here on Monday Night Football in the season opener. All these stars on the field. It is J.P. Mason dominating 17 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown for the Niners lead 23-7.
Double up. Before halftime, come out and score again.
The Niners have scored on 5 straight possessions. Meanwhile, the Jets have had 3 straight 3-and-outs.
Play action from Rodgers again. Pressure off the edge, and the pass is broken up and now picked
What a
off.
stud, Yamador Lenore. Definitely a scheme change, yeah.
Intercepted by Flanagan fouls after the tip by Lenore.
Well, Demo punched that ball away, and
We're seeing
Flanagan
familiar
fouls
names make
with
plays.
his speed. Intercepted Aaron
Warner,
Rodgers, and the
Bosa.
49ers have the ball back, taking this game by the throat right here, third quarter.
Hey, feel good to make plays. I'm working on that's it.
Gotta give Lenore
We
that
can say
credit.
enough about
That's
what
it.
this 49ers offense has done. The offensive line was a big
Ooh.
question mark coming in.
Staying on
A
your
lot
feet.
of people didn't think they had done enough to address
One.
it. They're getting after this vaunted defensive front, and they're doing it without Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it's just amazing.
Oh, he didn't do it
what
there.
they've been
Maybe he
able to
fixed it. But I
accomplish here
swear to
tonight.
God, he would do the little hand gesture thing. I swear. Maybe he doesn't do it anymore, but I swear to God.
And Jordan Mason in the night that he has had.
One at a time, huh? Only they got when we give them something. That's it. Go, baby, let's go.
Third down and a yard as the crowd comes to life. Brees Hall won't get it.
Why is that so funny to see from that angle, dude? He just literally runs into there's no way. I understand it's supposed to be an up the middle play. I get that. But from what I saw, there was zero anybody standing up. There was no one being pushed to the side or anything. It was a complete collapse. I don't know. I think the running back should have done like a Saquon Barkley sidestep and probably go to left or right there. That was maybe he was stuck, but from that angle, it looked like he purposely just ran into a bunch of dudes.
And it's fourth down. And the Jets are obviously compelled to go.
Fourth down, 41.
Jets spread him out. And it's broken up.
Yeah! Let's go, White!
Made that play, knocking it away
Got him.
from Garrett Wilson. Here's Mason.
J.P. Mason down the right sideline, gets back out. He's inside the Jet 30-yard line. What a run by J.P. Mason, having by far his best game in the NFL.
42-yard drive for Moody. What a night. Jake Moody is 6 for 6. That is 8 straight scoring drives for the 49ers.
And the Niners have the win, 32-19.
Good dub, baby. Let's go. 1-0. You already know.
Dub City.
Be on the road next week.
Dub City.
Hey guys, hell of a job, man. All right, fun game. Everybody across the board. How many runs do we get? 37 runs, guys. Hey, awesome job, man. JP, I think he had like 140 something. Moody, 6 for 6 on field goals. All right. One off the crossbar, still winning. Should get extra points for that. Guys, hell of a job, man. We got Minnesota. It'll be a very quick turnaround. You guys get your rest. Take advantage of tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Awesome game.
Hey, man. All work, no luck. This is only the beginning. Hey, Niners on 3. Niners on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Look at that love, dude. That's awesome, brother. They showed him love, give him support, man. Do you think he knew? Do you think Kyle ate him out before, or do you think Kyle found out after that? He looked a little, but then again, I think he was just probably nervous. So I think he was told after that, after everyone loved him, gave him support and stuff. And then afterwards, Kyle Shanahan found out and then pulled him aside. I think it happened after that because you could tell he was more nervous and then he got the huddle in. I think if he got chewed out, I don't think he would, even if it's not like his breakdown was epic or anything, but I think he wouldn't have done the breakdown. I don't think Kyle Shanahan would have had him do the breakdown. So I think he was told after that. But again, opinions. So felt bad for Mason getting in trouble for the post-game interview. So did I. I was super bummed. I didn't take it as him saying, like, when he was asked that question, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, oh my God, he's not prepared for this. I just, there's something in my mind that thought to myself, like, he's not prepared for this question because it's more like this is an investigative question. It's not really like it's a, oh, you did great question. You know what I mean? So like, when did you find out? It was like, so when did you find out? You know? And he got baited into it and he said, and he admitted that. And I don't think he did. I don't think he meant it like that. I think he meant I need to prepare as if I know I am. And that he was, you know, preach that like, hey, you're starting on Monday. You got this. And not to mention, he took a second to think about it. If he knew for a fact he was going to be the starter on Friday, I think he would have said it right away as in like instinct, because he didn't know that it was a bad thing to say that clearly. Because then he would have thought I just found out today. You know, he had to stop and think about it. And if you have a bunch of coaches preaching to you, hey, you're starting, you're going to do this because we got a bad feeling about this. He's doubtful. You know, just prepare like you are. I could see how that could be mixed up. So I can see how that could happen. I feel bad for him. He's a great dude. He seems like he just loves football and he just wants to play football. And then seeing him on that podium, man, and the way he responded, a lot of people gave him shit for it. But I guess because I'm a 49ers fan, maybe, I don't know. But I feel bad. I thought he was in the right in the situation. I understand that Matt Miyoko, I think it was Matt Miyoko who asked the question. You know, it's kind of a basic question because you have to kind of need to ask it. But at the same time, he wasn't prepared for it. So the whole situation was messed up, and I wouldn't just throw it all on Mason for his response. You know, I agree. Clearly wasn't prepared for the media question. The media team is supposed to prep players for that. Yeah. I think that. Honestly, I agree with you on that. They should have prepared him for that. If like, hey, we need you to say this if this happens. So you're not wrong. They failed there. They failed him there because everyone knows that Christian McCaffrey playing or not was a big deal. It was a huge thing. Lots of money is on the line. There was more rumors that he was going to start than not play. So yeah, they should. You're right. They should have prepared him. So I guess the person you should be mad at is the media team. Whoever was supposed to prepare him for that. I guess I'm on top of my head. I guess you'd have to blame the media team on that. I guess that's the source because that's their job, right? Take care of the players, make sure you know what to say. I like that reason. I dig it. All right. So that is everything that's happening with the 49ers. Diamador Lenore said some really cocky stuff, but then afterwards gave Darnold a lot of praise. So it was like shit talking, but you know, taking it seriously. So it wasn't all shit talk from what I heard. I thought it was just pure shit talk. But no, literally the next thing he says is like, yeah, but he's good, blah, blah, and you know, give him prep. And then Kyle Shanahan gave a lot of love to Darnold. We already knew that he was big on Darnold anyway, so we knew he was going to say good things. But Fred and a bunch of other players on the team also gave Darnold praise. So I like the fact that they're taking this very seriously. They're allowed to joke about it, but they're confident and they know what Darnold can do. So, and I agree. I think he can win a game. And if he plays a really great game against us and we don't play very good, we're going to lose that game. So it's possible for us to lose. It's possible for us to lose. Just start every answer with, I can neither confirm nor deny, and he'll be golden. You're not wrong. I mean, he would neither define nor deny. On Friday night at 6:33 p.m., I found out. Demo is becoming the resident shit talker. He is. I thought the same thing when I heard that. I was like, oh my God, he's going to be Richard Sherman. He's going to be one of those diva corners. He's kind of evolving into that. You know, because once you get cocky, you get really good, you can back it up. You should be able to shit talk a little bit. But once I saw his second comment afterwards, I was like, oh, okay. It's like a friendly banter shit talk. Because like the next thing he says in that interview was very pro Darnold. So I gotta give him a little, but yeah, he's becoming a little shit talker for sure. He's becoming a little shit talker. All right, so what do I got here? I already talked about the Bills and Tua game. If you guys feel like you have a concussion, like I said, in a nutshell, make sure you go to the doctor if you feel like you got one. If you see anybody that looked like Tua at any point, go call the hospital. Anyway, back to the Super Bowl and Super Bowl predictions I want to make. Plus the players know him. It's all fun and games. Exactly. They've been in locker rooms together, so they've got that vibe. So I totally agree. And nothing I feel like Diamador Lenore said to him in that interview wasn't something he didn't say to him on the field probably. You know what I mean? It's not like he's just shit talking out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure kind of pretty much what you're saying, be in the same locker room, especially be on the field against our defense and wait for Fred Warner talk shit. I can imagine Diamador Lenore picking up that habit as well. So that's just our defense, and I'm sure Darnold knows that. Well, there were Super Bowl predictions I think I was going to do. Yeah, I'll do Super Bowl predictions, and then we'll get out of here. I've been live for what, like an hour and 16? This is probably one of my longest lives I've ever done. 11 people in here. Woo! Let's go. Double digits. I didn't pay attention to the number, man. That's dope. Thank you, guys. We're growing. We're growing. We're growing. We're growing. My little 49ers heart went from like this. I don't know if I can make a tiny heart. Can I get a tiny heart? It's super. Imagine this is a tiny heart. And then boop. I'm silly. I'm sorry. I know that was stupid. I'll never do that again, I promise. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the Super Bowl predictions. I'm officially going to make my Super Bowl predictions after week 1. I think the San Francisco, and this is a cop-out. I know, but it's going to be the 49ers and Chiefs again. Chiefs got better. They look dominant. I know it's only week 1, but they destroyed the Ravens. I think they're just going to be on fire from here on out, and I think they're going to be a dominant team this year. I think the Chiefs are going to be dominant this year. And the 49ers are going to be dominant this year, and I think they're both the favorites. Eagles could, but I don't believe in Hurts. The Lions, maybe. I guess the Lions could. I would take the Lions over the Eagles, to be honest with you. I understand the Eagles have a lot of weapons, probably more than the 49ers at this point. But Jalen Hurts, you saw it, cannot handle the blitz. Cannot handle pressure. It's not his thing. Ever since Nick Bosa called him out, he can't do it. Lions, I could see them doing it. The Bills, I don't know, man. The Bills can have this streak they're having now, scoring 31 points 2 weeks in a row, one on a short week at that. They could have scored more if they wanted to, but they didn't. So the Bills might be dangerous. The Bills, I would probably take the Bills, have better chances, I think, over the Eagles. Ravens, I don't believe in Lamar Jackson. That may be biased, but I just don't think I think he's just a regular season merchant. I know that is not a common opinion, but to me, I'm sorry, but every time he has to be clutch, sometimes he'll be clutch. He's won clutch games before, but most of the time when he needs to be clutch, he can't do touch passes. He's not as accurate. I just don't believe in him, man. Cowboys, no, they don't stand a chance. Sorry. Texans, why are the Texans so low, dude? I would take the Texans over the Cowboys, Ravens right now. I put them in this general area. Bring the Eagles down. That's a good bet. That's a good bet. Oh my God, I'm not showing this. My bad, guys. That's a nipple. I don't know what that is. They didn't destroy the Raiders, but they are still the Chiefs. So yeah, I thought they were winning that game 110%. I thought the Chiefs had a full control of that game, like no doubt. And I don't think they played their best, but yeah, they absolutely demolished the Ravens. The Ravens didn't even stand a chance. Okay, they were struggling from start to end. They barely scored any points. I'm joking. It's satire. I've had a lot of people. Sometimes in my shorts that I'll make, I'll put like, what was a close team recently? Trying to think of a really close score, week 1. Bills versus Cardinals. It was relatively close. I would put in my shorts if I'm reacting to a game, I'll put Bills obliterate the Cardinals. And then someone in the comment section is like, no, it's not true. And it's like, it's just a clickbait title, even though shorts are really just what is on your feed like a TikTok. So I don't even know if like the titles even do anything, to be honest with you. But yeah, my Super Bowl prediction is 49ers Chiefs. Call it a cop-out. I do not care, but that's just a logical answer to me. I think it's just going to be a Super Bowl rematch. I know it's going to be 3 Super Bowls of 49ers and Chiefs within like the 5-6 years or whatever. I get that, but that's what it looks like as of now. Unless Brock Purdy gets hurt, Trent Williams is out, I got the Chiefs. Unless Patrick Mahomes is out and Andy Reid somehow isn't out, I got the Chiefs. So let me know who you guys got for Super Bowl predictions. Actually, I want to know. Don't say things like the Bears, okay? Do not pull a Nick wrong and pick the Bears. Jesus Christ. I understand they have a good team. They have a good defense. They have good weapons, but you haven't seen Caleb Williams play and you make that prediction. What the fuck? Like some Skip Bayless shit right there from Nick Wright. Anyway, like, why are the Packers lower than the Bears? Oh my God. That's crazy. Maybe that came down because what's his name got hurt. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why now I think about it. But if this is before the season, that is bullshit. That's bullshit. Too much for Steve say, yeah, health is extremely important. Availability is the best ability. And if your best player is not available, then you can't use ability and you're screwed. He did. Gave him love and said, hey, he's looking pretty good. Here's the thing. He's going to once Brock Purdy is going to accumulate all of these, he's going to slowly give him props. So he's slowly easing himself into Purdy without having to get a lot of backlash. So I'm just saying I want everyone to keep the same energy they feel about Nick Wright right now. And once he flips, once he officially calls him elite, and he gets to that tier or whatever, the Knicks tiers, like a top 5 quarterback or whatever, I want people to just bag him. Like, nah, dude, you hate him. You can't do that. You can't, no, you need to get shit for that. You worked hard to bring down Purdy. You need to get a lot of shit for it. I'm sorry. You were the number 1 Brock Purdy hater. Okay, you quite literally used Grant Cohn tweets. It's like you quite literally used Grant Cohn articles. Like Broussard was like, yeah, but he's a hater. When I heard that, I was like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's what I've been saying. He still had 2 ahead of him in the tiers this week. Yeah, he's still technically a hater. He's slowly easing his way in. So that way it doesn't hurt as much. But no, we need to just press that shit in. We need to push his shit in. That's what we need to do. All right. Strawberry, what is your Super Bowl prediction? So let me know. WK, if you're still in here, what's your Super Bowl prediction? I want to know, man. I want to know. Guys, don't be afraid to make comments. There's 9 people in here. If you guys have something to say, you guys have a prediction, I would love to hear it. I want to react to it. Let me know. I want to hear it. I want to hear it before I get out of here. What's that, water? So those are the betting odds right now currently for the Super Bowls. So yeah. And I don't bet, so I don't even know how all this shit works. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've rarely studied the betting stuff, but if I ever get sponsored by Better, I'm gonna know this shit in and out. If I ever get sponsored by a gambling site, I feel like I have to know these things, right? So as of right now, I don't know shit about gambling. I don't understand the odds, none of that. I never did research on it. Chiefs Niners, okay, I like it. Dig it. You and me both, brother. You and me both. 49ers Bills, just because the Bills have impressed me more. That's a good case. They were 30 plus points past 2 games, so a short week. They look on fire, man. They look on fire. Papa J is back. 49ers versus Chiefs rematch. I love it. And that is the logical response just based on these betting odds. But yeah, 49ers versus Chiefs. 49ers versus Bills. I would like to see that. What's really weird is out of all the teams to lose a Super Bowl to, yeah, it would suck to lose 4 Super Bowls now. All right. To fall into that to that category, like some teams like the Bills and Vikings, Cowboys, I think, lost 3 in a row, not 4, but the Bills, they won a Super Bowl, we had before, man. They kind of deserve it. They deserve a win, So like, even if we lose, I would feel a little bit happy for them, if that makes sense. Like, out of all the teams lose a Super Bowl to, I think the Chiefs, before we lost to the Chiefs, that's really what it was. It was like, okay, well, at least the Chiefs, haven't won one in a while. But as for the Bills, man, they just that fandom and stuff, I think I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. So, all right. So I think that's everything. Got all the predictions here. I'd rather them win. They're playing someone else, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You don't want to fall into that category. I'd much rather lose an NFC Championship than you fall into the 4th Super Bowl loss category to something. Yeah. But then again, you have to take that gamble. You have to take the gamble of possibly losing the Super Bowl to win a Super Bowl. So you got to want to go there regardless of possibly being embarrassed. But yeah, you would, if you knew the outcome, yeah, you would rather lose an NFC Championship. So not even the NFC Championship. I think I'd rather lose in the divisional. Not even that. I really don't know. It's really like a, well, how do I feel about it now kind of thing. That's how I treat it. But all right, now I'm just babbling at this point and just saying random shit. So Strawberry, you're awesome, brother, dude. You got all the facts. I agree with a lot of things you say, some things I didn't agree with, but great conversation, brother. You're a good guy. Good to see you again. Papa J, hope your post operation appointment went well. I don't know what this was me conjuring up good luck for you. I don't know what that was. WK, welcome. Appreciate your conversation, man. Appreciate your words. You were fucking funny as shit. I got to give you credit for that. Made my ass laugh. WDS, what is up, brother? Good to see you, dude. Proper 49er, you too, man. Good to see you, brother. Man, we had a really good, pretty good stream. Master Chef came in here. All right, y'all. All right. You all take care. All love, fam. Oh, I almost cut that short. Let me sub if you like the content. Like if you like the video. All love, fam, and I will see you next video.